about nothing. It's me, your boy, the hottest dude in the podcast game, Sebastian Conelli. And as always, per usual, we got the cute boy here himself, Robbie boy. Robbie, say hello to beautiful people.
What's going on, beautiful people?
We are in it. We are in the wholesomeness of the summer.
Yeah. I might take a break this week. I don't know. I might not take a break. I might not. I'm going on vacation.
Can we not commit to anything? I have stuff to do.
We're different. We're on different journeys. But I was on Wholesome Summer this past weekend.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize the summer was 1 weekend long.
2 weekends I've done Wholesome Summer. Wholesome.
Can I tell you something?
What?
As soon as I said the Wholesome Summer thing, I've never gotten more DMs from girls.
I figured that would be the case.
That wasn't my purpose of saying that.
No, I know.
It wasn't my purpose of saying
You're playing hard to get.
Yeah.
Or people want wholesome. Wholesome is commitment. That's hot.
Yeah, I guess.
You're coming out and just saying wholesome is hot.
Yeah, I guess. But that was not my intention.
No.
My intention is
no, you're not a manipulative a-hole.
I'm not trying to. Yeah, I'm not trying to do that.
Engineer some wild.
I can't believe that you already are. Yeah, you do you, Robbie. You know what?
This is what's happening. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm going in to live my life, but I'm going to Los Angeles for 5 days, on Wednesday.
Nice.
And I'm like, I don't know if I need to play by the wholesome rules on my little vacation.
So do you.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Whatever. The next 2 episodes, I was thinking, will both be coming from Red Eyes.
Nice.
I guess.
So what's your point on that?
No, just the next 2 weeks of this podcast, I'll be coming home from Red Eye, and then the following week, you'll be coming off of Red Eye.
So are we?
So the energy might be a little different the next 2 weeks. I don't know.
The audience. Why are we bringing this up, Rob?
I was thinking about it, and I'm talking about it now.
Okay, audience out here, we just want you to know. Robbie clearly wants the audience to know that this might be the last time you see us not off a red eye.
For sure.
For 3 weeks.
For 3 weeks, correct.
Wait, we're giving them... And so here's the thing, people. We're giving you fair warning. We're giving you plenty of warning. This is a week in advance that we're coming off red eyes for 2 weeks in a row.
Yes, correct.
Thank you, Robbie. Robbie, these are the announcements. This is the business we need to handle at the top of shows.
Well, okay? Maybe it's exciting. Maybe that's exciting to people.
We have other business. We need to have other business. Robbie got a haircut.
I did get a haircut.
Okay. I'm thinking about getting a haircut. So this is the last show where we both aren't fresh off haircuts. Okay? So the energy might change, right?
The energy could shift.
Okay. This is good. We need housekeeping. We need housekeeping stuff like this, right?
Yes.
Amazing.
I don't know. I hope it's. I had a wholesome weekend, and I hope that my summer continues to be wholesome. This is where I could see myself falling into the trap this week.
Fall into the trap?
Yeah.
Can I be honest? I don't care what you do.
No, I know.
I don't give a crap at all.
I don't think that you
do. I'm doing this for me.
Yes.
You do what you got to do.
Correct.
If you go there and you have fun, great.
That's true.
It's just I don't want you. If you're in New York and you're trying to drag me down, that's a different story.
I'm not trying to drag you down.
If you're trying to drag me down to the depths of to a layer of hell.
Yes, correct.
That's a different story. But you on vacation, do what you gotta do.
Yeah, that's what I'll be doing.
Do what you want. Not gotta, wanna.
For sure. I don't have to do anything.
I've been doing wholesomeness though.
That's
I have
nice.
this new thing where I try to get some sun on my face early in the morning.
Okay.
So I've been going for these longer walks.
Cool. In the morning?
Yeah, in the morning.
It's nice.
So I've been going for nice long walks in the morning, catching the sun. I've done it a bunch of days in a row now. It's been lovely.
Yeah, walking outside is nice.
It's been truly. I spray my nose up with the stuff to make sure that like I could breathe right. You know, like there's no allergy stuff. You know.
Yes.
I go outside, I get a coffee, I'm walking around. It's been nice. And you know what's been nice? I haven't been bringing my headphones.
Oh, that is good.
It's been beautiful, man. It's because, like, well, one thing, I've been, like, the wholesomeness, I've been looking a lot at self-help stuff, right?
Okay.
And it's interesting. All self-help stuff is the exact opposite of your instincts. Anything that is good for you, you should do the exact opposite of what you want to do, right?
So I also don't love a lot of the self-help books or like messages, I guess.
Well, these are scientific things.
Okay, like what?
So like something like instinctually, you wake up in the morning. What do you want to do?
Check your phone.
Great. Do the opposite.
Okay.
Anything that is mentally good for you, we should do the opposite of. Even stuff as small as, great, you take a big deep breath in. What's your natural instinct to do?
Breathe out. You're saying hold it in.
Nope, not even hold it in. Breathe it. Take a deep breath in and then do another little deep breath.
That's what you're supposed to do.
It's literally anything that is the opposite of your instincts is what we should be doing.
Okay, interesting.
It's like, and I think I figured out why. So we are, and I know you're not going to agree with this, but it is scientific.
Okay.
So we are creatures that have created ourselves and surrounded ourselves around comfort.
Okay.
And because we did that so much that our bodies physically want something like challenging to ignite inside of us.
Okay.
In order to be healthy. So we need to combat the way society is created now.
Okay. By creating issues for ourselves.
Yes.
Okay.
These false issues.
And you think that helps reset the nervous system or something like that?
Stuff like that.
Okay.
So anyways. Interesting.
This is different. This is not the self-help I'm talking about. I'm talking about these books that are like, assholes always win or something like that. Or like those types of books.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Have you read any of these books?
I've read the Cliff Notes.
Yo, they don't have Cliff Notes.
I have read.
They don't have Cliff Notes.
Yeah, I have.
This isn't Shakespeare.
Yes, they do.
This isn't The Great Gatsby.
I for sure they do have Cliff Notes. Let
you
me look
read the
up.
Cliff Notes
Assholes never lose or some shit. What are these? What's the one book? The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. That's one of the ones that people love.
And you read the Cliff Notes to that.
Yeah. Of like
you went on cliffnotes.com and looked at the Cliff Notes to a book that everyone reads so you could chit chat about it. I'm actually gonna start reading.
No, not actually read the Cliff Notes. I use Cliff Notes as like I've read like summaries or like the bullet points, the high level of these books, and I'm like, I can't deal with this. It seems very manipulative.
To the people or the people that are reading to the people around them?
It seems like School for Scoundrels. Have you ever seen that movie?
The comedy?
Yeah. With Billy Bob Thornton.
A comedy movie?
Yeah, well, this is what these books are.
Dynamite?
Have you seen these books?
I'm not, but that's making fun
The
of these
Subtle
books.
Art of Not Giving. Yeah. Well, yeah. Except these books are ridiculous, and we needed to make fun of them. I don't know.
And you read the Cliff Notes?
I read, the Spark, whatever, the high level, whatever the fuck it is.
I'm gonna start reading more Cliff Notes to books.
Yeah.
Just so that I could be in the conversation. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell people I read the actual book.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lie right to their face.
Okay.
But I'm gonna start any book that's a classic. I'm gonna read the Cliff Notes to now.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Because you don't care about ruining it.
Nah.
Yeah.
I just care about being in the know.
It's funny when I'm in class. When I was in class, I would read the Cliff Notes because I'm like, oh, I gotta read the Cliff Notes. Like, do well on this paper, figure it out. Now I'm like, oh, I don't want to read Cliff Notes because I might read this one day. I don't want to ruin it for myself. And it's like, who am I fooling?
No, you ever read a book?
Who am I saying? I haven't read a book in
5 years.
No, more than that, 10 years.
Oh my god!
But like, I would do Cliff Notes with it would be second nature. It's like, oh, I have a project, I got to do Cliff Notes on these books. Now I'm like, I don't want to ruin it.
You know how I know I was a bad student?
How?
Because even the Cliff Notes were too long for me sometimes.
Oh, definitely.
I remember I would have to read a book for English class in high school, and I would be like, okay, it's time for me to read chapters 1 through 4. It's due tomorrow.
Yeah.
I would look at the Cliff Notes and I would go, oh God, this is so much work. I would literally be overtaken by how dense the Cliff Notes
because then
were.
you can't recite the Cliff Notes word for word. Because then you just look like an idiot because everyone has access to those. So you got to find your own spin on the Cliff Notes. And then you need like one specific that's not in the Cliff Notes to like make it seem like you actually read it. It's a lot of work. It was a lot of work.
Doing the Cliff Notes, it was a daunting task because I mean, reading the book at some points would just have been easier.
Yeah, for sure.
Emotionally.
Yes.
There was a lot of weight that went into reading the Cliff Notes. And I really should have tried a little harder in high school.
Oh, yeah. Same, but I've let go of it. Because I'm like, I'm happy with where I ended up. A New Jersey state school. What could I have done? Read more books? It is what it is.
I like that.
Done my research paper.
I like that.
Not just gotten a C for the year because I refused to do a research paper.
We shouldn't be talking about too much school because people are everyone's posting their grad pics.
Oh yeah, just graduate. Happy graduation to everyone graduating, class of 2023.
Yeah,
wherever you are out there, congrats.
And I was thinking about my graduation.
Okay.
And I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, I want to make this PSA.
Okay.
I don't remember who the valedictorian or salutatorian was for my school.
Okay.
Probably for a couple of reasons. One, I wasn't in the race, so it didn't matter.
Same.
So I have no idea who they are.
Yeah.
Right? Just zero clue. And you know what's funny? Some people cared so much about it, but probably 90% of the class, looking back, can't remember the valedictorian.
Yes, I know.
You know who remembers the valedictorian the most?
The person who got third.
The person who got third in the class. Yeah. The person who got third in the class.
Who wasn't valedictorian or salutatorian.
That will be something they hold on to forever.
Potentially. My brother got third. I don't think he really cares.
Brutal.
But he's a chill dude. I don't think he really cares. I cared more than he did for a while.
Oh, that's hard. Oh, third in the class. You hold that.
Yeah, of like almost 500 people, which is a lot.
You would want.
I'm still bragging about him.
I would rather be like 10th. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just the emotional weight of being third. The emotional weight of being third is absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
Oh, God. And so I just want to send some peace to the people out there that got third today.
Yes.
I don't give a shit about who was valedictorian. No one that was cool even fucking remembers. So just live your life. Say la vie, okay?
Yes.
You probably know what that means because you got third in your class. Right? It doesn't matter.
I mean, it matters because you get to give a speech, which I think is nice, that you get to address your class. And, like, if you give a meaningful speech, maybe people will remember.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this.
Okay.
If I got third now, it's a blessing. Because I'll say this. If you're a valedictorian of a high school and you give a speech and your speech doesn't go viral, you were the wrong fucking choice. You were the wrong choice for that school. You couldn't even make a viral speech.
I mean, there's a lot of people graduating. They can't all go viral. You think that's it? It's viral or bust. That's only one way to judge a graduation speech is viral or bust.
It's viral or bust. I swear to God, you need to go viral with I want you to like pull out magic tricks.
Okay.
This is why they shouldn't be having the smartest person in the school. They should be having the most charismatic, the person that's best at imagine a magician giving a valedictorian speech.
Yes.
And under there, all of a sudden they start levitating and they go, and we are elevating to the next level. And they start lifting from the ground, floating in the air, David Blaine style.
Yeah.
A 17-year-old?
Absolutely.
Are you kidding me? Who cares if you're good at calculus? We need someone with charisma.
Absolutely.
I want someone that's literally going to be like, listen, we're all a touchdown, and take a ball and throw a football into a basketball hoop net.
I mean, for sure, because also the whole programming is insanely boring. So the students, you have representation from the students for maybe 10 total minutes, and we send up probably our two most boring people in the grade.
The worst.
Yeah, so it's like, all right, I think my school, the president of the class also got to talk. But still, you're getting a lot of boring people are speaking throughout the entire ceremony. And the one chance you get to spice it up, we do not send that person out.
It should be the most popular person.
Yeah, probably. The funniest, the class clown.
I want the person to go up there and literally crush them with speeches, doing inside jokes about who blew who in high school.
I mean, that would be incredible.
It would be incredible.
People would go nuts.
If someone was like, and I have a rumor that I want to put to rest now, I did fuck Steven's mom.
Yes.
Oh, my trap.
I know. If I could give advice to myself or anyone, it's like, don't take anything too seriously. And if you just say everything that's happening out loud, you will be very funny. Because in those scenarios, everything is so uptight and like, you can't do this, you can't do that.
Oh, God.
Just like, don't take it too seriously. Because it's not.
I want someone to get arrested mid the valedictorian speech because what they're dropping.
Yeah.
Be like, just so you know, I was the one who shit on the quad, so we could. I was the one who shit on the baseball field.
Yeah, because you can't. At that point, you're done. You're out.
done.
You're basically out of jail. They can't do anything for you.
I want them to tell off a teacher.
Yeah.
I want it to be a moment. And I think I speak for the class when I say Mr. DeSantis was a piece of fucking shit teacher.
Okay.
He made everyone feel uncomfortable, and he gave people high grades only if he liked them emotionally. He was a loser, and he's gatekeeping cool people from having good grades.
Okay.
Go fuck yourself. Boom. Incredible.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, their boy rides up with a motorcycle. They hop on the back, light up a joint.
Yeah.
Viral.
Yeah. It's very easy to get a standing ovation in one of these things.
Probably the easiest.
Incredibly easy.
Because like,
you all have the same references. You all know the unspoken things that you're not allowed to say that would get the huge pop. Say it, and it'll do it just as well as you think it will.
And add some spectacle.
Yes, correct.
Add some spectacle.
Yeah.
I would love to see someone walk up there and have backup dances. Just a group of guys like in zip up, and they pull off their robes, and they were all wearing matching tracksuits.
I love this kind of shit. Yeah, people do some of these things in like a high school setting.
But you know who doesn't?
Who?
Number 1 and number 2 in the class.
Exactly.
Number 1 and number 2 in the class are going to Google how to make a good speech.
Yes, I know.
Sorry about that. I yawn just about the idea of what their speeches are.
Well, I have a small story about graduation speeches. My junior year of college, right? Like the week right before finals, I guess. I want to say the day before finals started at my school. I hosted at my house a party to go see Toy Story 3 at midnight. So I had a bunch of people over or whatever to go see Toy Story 3 at midnight. I was playing
college?
No, of high school.
Okay.
I was playing my junior year of I was playing Toy Story at my house. I had a little snacks, whatever. I made a fucking we had a party. We go with a big group of people, maybe 15, 20 people, to go see Toy Story 3. It's great. It's like Andy graduates high school in Toy Story 3 at the end of the fucking thing, and he moves on to college. So the valedictorian was in the valedictorian of the year ahead was in my grade, or not in my grade, in my friend group. And he rewrote his whole valedictorian speech. He had to do this emergency thing to get it resubmitted. And he wrote it basically mapping it on Toy Story, and did this whole To Infinity Beyond, mapped it on Toy Story. Adorable. It was good. And it did also, I will say it was good. It did well. It was a good speech. He was pretty charismatic. It was a good speech. The year following, the valedictorian did it about Monsters University because a different Pixar movie had come out. The year after that, they did it about Cars because Cars 3 had come out. For 4 years, the valedictorian just did a speech about the Pixar movie, because Pixar also releases a movie in June at the time of Inside Out. It was they just went on a Pixar run, my high school.
Interesting.
So
wow.
We can't say it started at Robbie's Toy Story party. 4 consecutive valedictorian speeches about Pixar. But this is what I'm saying as
That's
far as there's not a lot of creativity happening. Very smart people, but it was oh, that worked well. I might as well do it this year.
Yeah, they follow the mold.
They followed the mold.
They were good students.
It's just when we got to Cars 3, it's all right, we don't need to do the Cars mapping.
I'll say this.
What?
My high school did the same thing, except with the movie Wild Things. They talked about the threesome lesbian scene every year for 4 years consecutively.
4 years consecutively.
And they played it.
During the speech.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Wow, Staten Island was partying.
Standing ovation from the seats, if you know what I mean.
Wild. I've never seen Wild Things.
You know? Oh, God. He's Robbie, you kill me sometimes. You never even seen that scene?
No. I mean, maybe if I saw the scene, I would know it, but I don't.
They're in the pool. They're making out.
No, don't know it. But
you don't need a wholesome summer.
I don't need a wholesome.
You don't
summer.
need this.
I've had so many wholesome summers.
You don't need this.
My life has been a lot of wholesome summers.
You don't need a wholesome summer.
I had maybe 2 or 3 slutty summers.
I'm not even saying slut.
No, I know. I also think horny and wholesome aren't opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, I don't need. Yeah, we don't. Yeah. You do whatever you want to do. I'm trying to feel. I'm trying to feel a little more. I think feel that joy, that innocent joy sometimes.
Sometimes
I haven't caught that. I could. There's one memory I could. This is wild. There's a moment that I could think of the last time I felt that pure innocent joy.
When is it?
2014.
No way.
I swear to
no
God,
way.
I'm constantly looking back
no
to
way.
this moment in 2014.
No way. One moment you haven't had pure innocent joy since 2014?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right, continue. I want to know the moment.
I can't say it out loud.
You can't say it out loud?
I don't want to ruin it.
Okay, all right, sure.
I don't want to ruin it.
It was a nice moment.
I share so much with the people.
No, you don't have to share it.
I don't want to share that.
No, you don't have to share
I felt so much pure, innocent joy.
Do you have anything before 2014 that you want to share or no?
Yeah, there was just like stuff I won. In like a basketball camp, I won the Mark McGuire poster.
Okay.
From playing knockouts.
Okay.
I won knockout for the whole basketball camp.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember feeling that joy, you know?
Yeah, you're good at knockout.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah, but yeah, it is fun. But yeah, I'm not sharing my 2014.
Okay, no, we don't need to share it. That's fine.
Yeah, please. So I'm trying to find one of those moments.
All right,
summer.
some pure innocent joy.
Yeah.
I like that.
So I've been taking these walks in the morning, catching the sun on the face.
That's nice.
Using SPF, babes. Don't worry. We got to stay young.
You're seeing the neighborhood.
I'm really seeing the
You're
neighborhood.
becoming part of the neighborhood.
I'm taking different routes every day.
That's good.
Every day I'm going down a different little road. Right?
Yes.
And what's so beautiful now is it's that time where the kids are going outside to play.
Correct.
And I was thinking about like how I needed nothing as a child to be happy playing outside.
Not much, no.
I needed absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do a thing about kids nowadays. One, if I had a kid, I would never let him get a fucking scooter.
A scooter? Nah, scooters are wild.
Yo, these little kids on scooters
I know.
are maniacs.
I know. It's insane.
Yo, they be Tokyo drifting right to the edge of the curb.
I know.
They are scooting their asses off all over Brooklyn.
I know. It is wild. And in my neighborhood especially, it's wild. And I'm just like, it blows my mind. There was this place where there was like construction. You know when there's construction, they kind of build scaffolding and it's like a hallway, tight hallway.
Yeah.
That goes on the sidewalk. This kid the other day is on the scooter going fucking 20 miles an hour in the little hallway where it's like I could get seriously injured. And I'm like,
this
holy
is like a
shit.
6 or 7-year-old.
6 or 7-year-old.
Oh.
Blazing speed of like there's people walking the other way. It's a very tight quarters. I get out of the thing. 10 feet back is this fucking mom. I'm like, can you imagine my mom screaming at me? Would be screaming at me if I was on a sidewalk going head at strangers walking on a scooter in a place where I would be screamed at in public.
Can I tell you this, Robbie?
And I'm like, wow, this is wild.
We live in the type of neighborhoods.
I know.
We live in the type of neighborhoods where these parents are real quick to blame someone else for everyone's wrongdoing.
Yeah.
Something happened to their kids. How dare you?
Yes. Yeah.
How dare you?
I know.
Oh my God! How dare you? My kid ran into the street during the green traffic. How dare you? Right?
Yeah, it is wild.
If a kid I'm worried. If a kid runs into me on a scooter, the kid's getting hurt.
Yeah.
I hate to say but I'm gonna fuck a kid up. If the kid runs, the kid will just slam into me and fall on the ground.
Yeah, I might fall on the fucking kid. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. The kid could take me out.
Oh, God, please don't bring up falling on kids.
Yeah.
Please don't bring up falling on kids. Please, now I have another fear.
I'm just saying. It's a possibility.
We all know my fear with if I ever had a baby, why I would never wear Baby Bjorn.
I don't even know what a Baby Bjorn is.
The thing that you walk around.
Oh, the hold. Okay. Why would you not?
Oh, God. Oh, God, I can't even look at them. I get scared. My fear is that I would fall down. And I wouldn't put my hands out and I just
crush the baby.
I'm so scared. If I wore Baby Bjorn, I would fall down and smush the baby.
Maybe you put it on the back.
And then if we will topple back?
No, you wouldn't smush the baby.
I can't. Now I have a fear I'm going to smush a kid on a scooter.
No, the kid would smush itself.
You can't smush yourself.
You run into something that falls. If it was anything else that fell, if it was a metal sheet and he ran into the metal sheet fell on him, that's squishing yourself. These kids are wild on the scooters. And
these parents really give license to let their kids do whatever the hell they want.
On the scooter.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. We got to get, I mean, you got to figure out a way. I get that you want to play and the scooter is fun. I had a scooter. It was fun.
Here's the thing. We can't go into parks as grown men, like a park with slides and stuff like that. You can't just be rolling around parks hanging out there, right?
Okay. Like with slides.
They have an area that they can do
a
this
playground. We can't go to a playground.
We can't go to playgrounds.
I can go to a park, not a playground.
Yeah, we can't go to a playground.
I agree.
Do that behavior there.
Yes.
Do that behavior there. I don't want to accidentally hurt someone.
We need a kids. There's not enough kids parks, I guess, then.
There's plenty.
There is?
I walked by 6. I didn't even know we're in the neighborhood.
Nice. That is nice.
There's so many
in
this neighborhood.
Yeah.
Anyways, I did see all these. I'm not going to comment on the kids, as I said before.
Okay. What age do you think you could tell that the kid's going to grow up to be an asshole? I guess I don't want to put that on anyone. Anyone can change.
Anyone can change.
Anyone can change at any time. And I like to have hope that these kids, but sometimes you could sniff out. You're like, you will have to change at some point.
I think by 7 years old, you're allowed to hate a person.
You can? Okay.
I think by 7, they've already spent 2 years. They're second, third grade.
Yes.
Second, third grade, I'm allowed to hate you.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to be like, wow, this kid is horrible.
He's an asshole.
This kid is I don't want to be around him.
Okay, yeah. Did you spend a lot of time around kids? Like as a camp counselor or like a summer, you didn't have a summer job where you like had to be around kids a lot.
No, not really.
Okay.
My mom taught
your mom was always
but that
around
was
kids.
kindergarten. You never like, I hate this kid.
No.
But because you can't at that age, right? Kids might make mistakes and stuff but they don't know better. By 8, and of course these kids usually have other things going on. But by 8, I go, get this kid the fuck away from me. I hate this loser. I hate him.
They could be mean. That's when they can start being mean.
Yeah.
Around 7, 8. And it's like, I don't want to be around a mean person no matter how old
No matter how old.
Come back, maybe you'll be better at 11.
Don't
fuck
up my vibes,
7,
okay?
Yeah, there's some mean 7-year-olds.
Yo, like if a 7-year-old's going to fuck with my vibes, you're not invited to my parents' pool.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
Yeah.
And I saw these kids and just playing outside, doing absolutely, like just... And it made me think of like how I would need absolutely nothing as a kid.
Yeah, that's fun.
To play a game.
No, yeah.
We need... It was so funny. Outside, when you went outside, it wasn't about who had the coolest thing anymore.
No.
It was about... Because we weren't playing games that you needed cool things. We would...
No.
I mean, we would put a quarter on the ground... And we would just take a ball and try to hit the quarter.
Yeah, you make up games.
It was the time of creativity.
Yes, I made up so many different games, sports. We had leagues for different sports. I've made up so many sports. Correct.
And it would take your whole summer would be you invented a sport.
Correct.
And you would play with that sport. Or the whole summer you were collecting dirt to build a ramp to jump your bike off of.
Yeah.
You would be having projects.
Yeah.
That's why people relate to that movie The Sandlot so much, because these kids had nothing to do and they created a project for themselves.
Yes. It's fun. And it's within the confines of what you can do. You create a sport that you try to make the most fun of the space. It's like, all right, we got a wall, we got a tiny little rubber ball, we have access to maybe a paddle and chalk. What can we do?
It's actually what philosophers preach.
Yeah.
Like, don't think about here's the thing. The man who is always hungry will never be satisfied. The man who knows his limits will never be hungry.
Okay.
And I don't mean hunger as in...
Yeah, like your thirst for more.
Yes, for more.
Okay.
And then once you stop that, you make the best of your surroundings.
Yes.
And as a kid, I was able to do that. I wasn't staring at other basketball courts being like, I wish we had that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't need for like food or shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes when the ice cream truck came around, I felt bad I didn't have any money.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I remember taking a couple quarters from my dad's thing. I'd stick them in my sock.
Yeah. When you get to do the ice cream truck as a kid, it's a great day. You don't get it every day, but you get it maybe like once a month. It's nice.
Once a month? What are we talking?
Yeah.
More than that.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Probably there's a mystery.
Okay.
There's a mystery afoot. 2 of my Good Vibe gummies have gone missing.
Oh, wow.
That's how you know they're good.
I know they're good because you're counting how many you have and then taking inventory also.
It's almost like when you buy Pop-Tarts and you're a kid and it's in the cabinet and you look and there's only one left. That's what I noticed about my Good Vibe gummies. And I'm telling you this, I am a detective. I made a list of all the people that have been in my apartment for the past week. And I am going up to them and I am doing the work.
Okay.
I feel like I'm in that show, Serial.
Okay.
I'm asking them, I go, so, The super came by. He had to look at my hot water heater. I go, so how's your weekend? Having any good snacks?
Have any good vibes?
Having you munch out a little bit this weekend, buddy? How's the hot water heater? Ah. Yeah. I see my roommate. I go, sunglasses, huh?
Yeah.
What's the matter? We're inside.
Yeah.
Hiding some, what'd you get, chlorine in your eyes? What you get? Your eyes are a little red. What, you been rubbing them? You been around the cat or something? Yeah. Or something? The guy that sprays for bugs came by too.
Okay.
I sent him an email. I go, I noticed you were acting a little funny when you came to spray for bugs.
A little giggly?
A little giggly. He sent me an email back. He goes, sorry, I get high before every session.
Okay.
So he's out the picture. All right, he's got his own
stuff.
But I got a list of people, and I'm coming for you because you're stealing my CBD Good Vibe gummies.
Okay.
I grabbed a pipe. I grabbed a hat. Sherlock Holmes is on the case.
Okay. To find the Good Vibe gummies. They are really, really, really good, and they increase the vibes, for sure. They're 3 milligrams THC, 30 milligrams CBD. You can use the code LOUD, L-O-U-D, to get 20% off all Good Vibe gummies. And, I mean, yeah, they are incredible. I'm not surprised that somebody took 2. I wonder who the fuck it was.
Someone hurt me. You broke my heart, Fredo.
Yeah. Because you would have given them to him. If they would have just asked, you would have shared the good vibes.
1,000%.
Wild. All right, well, I hope you cracked the case.
Oh, God, the ice cream truck. You know who was a kid that was a red flag?
Who?
When they wouldn't spend their money on the ice cream, but instead they spend their money on a stink bomb.
Oh,
you knew
I don't know. I don't even know.
You didn't know any kids? People. Oh God!
Or they would sell the things you could throw and explode at the ground.
Yeah, those little they're twisty. They're almost like tissue paper.
Yes,
and you throw them at people's feet.
Yeah, they look like mini Hershey Kisses.
Those were kids that went on to have pill addictions.
Yeah, for sure.
Kids that would buy a stink bomb instead of an ice cream cone. If my child did that, I'd be like, we got to move. Yeah, we got to start new. I'm getting a new job. To give up a pure cone with sprinkles.
I know.
A cone or even a SpongeBob. Or what about the wrestler if you want to be toxic?
I know.
If you really want to be toxic, get the wrestler.
I know. No, not these kids.
Get the Hulk Hogan bar.
Yeah.
These kids
they need more edge.
These kids are like, I'm too fucking hard.
I know.
Listen to me. The ice cream man's coming around. I don't care. I'm 8 years old. I'm too fucking hard for ice cream. Yeah. I'll never catch a fucking loser seeing me lick some sprinkles. Yeah. Sprinkles? Yeah. Never. Give me something that I squeeze I could throw in someone's face and make them smell for fucking hours.
Yeah.
That became my Weed Connect in 4 years.
Yeah, for sure.
That dude became my Weed Connect. I love you for that, but woo!
Nah, those were the jackass type kids. Those were the kids. Yeah, those were not me.
Those were the kids.
Not really anyone I hung out with, and I was afraid of those kids. Kids are scary. Kids get scary at a certain age, too.
Kids get because they would be willing to do something, or they would be willing to pressure you into doing something.
Yeah, I couldn't get pressured. I would just get made fun of. That's what it is.
To pressure you into doing something was wild.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Because when you're outside, it is like, there is an alpha status. It's like, who's going to run this?
Yeah.
And everyone that comes changes that dynamic.
For sure.
And sometimes there was kids
Somebody can sniff it. Somebody can sniff out, that's the top. I am easily going to be the top within 10 minutes.
I remember when we would play basketball.
Yeah.
At a certain age, kids just started taking their shirts off to prove that they were alpha. You know what I mean?
Okay, interesting.
At a certain age, kids stopped riding their bicycles with 2 wheels on the ground and just started wheeling the whole way.
Oh, wow.
It was insane.
Yeah.
There was a kid that would wheelie the whole way from his house to the courts.
That's wild.
It was insane. And then he would get there and everyone would be like, okay, let's take a water break. He would scavenge the ground for cigarette butts and then smoke in the corner.
Which is wild, because that's the dumbest shit. But the kids would do that.
Yes.
Clearly the dumbest shit. They're just looking for any way to show you that I don't give a fuck and I'm ahead of you.
The lunch lady smoked a cigarette and threw it by the basketball courts. I'm going to rip that shit down, okay?
Yes.
I'm going to rip that shit down. And I'm going to foul. I'm going to foul the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to care.
Nope. Yeah. It is wild. Those dynamics. A lot of times at a certain point, I feel like it's also the kid who has the biggest imagination, because they can just make shit up and believe, like they'll like get all the kids in the neighborhood believing some lie or believing some hype about something. And they're telling a story and you're just kind of having to eat out of their hands.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, you don't believe me?
People realize Until
Yeah,
people
yeah, I
realize.
believe you.
Yeah. And then there's a hard tip-off point.
Yeah.
There's a hard tip-off point. Also, what was big for me was bringing the porn magazine out.
Oh, that would be your contribution.
No, I've never had that.
Oh, you wouldn't. Somebody else would?
Yeah, someone else would. Well, my contribution was my personality.
Yeah.
Um,
You would make people laugh.
yeah, I would have a good time.
Yeah.
The kid that would bring the porn mag also, but they were never alpha. They were someone that was looking to please someone else.
The boss in charge.
There was a boss in charge.
Yeah.
The boss in charge was the guy who maybe didn't even have a bike, would ride on someone else's pegs. Someone would go pick him up at his house. He was the fucking boss of the neighborhood, okay?
Yeah.
This 8-year-old ran that shit because he knew how to do a free throw, okay? Someone would go pick him up from his house on their pegs. Or he would sit on if he was a real fucking Don, he would sit on the handlebars in front of them and the person would just pedal and he'd tell them what direction to go in.
That's wild.
He would get there.
Yeah.
He would never buy ice cream from the truck. He would only buy stink bombs or shit to throw at people's feet. And what they would do to really prove if there was a new kid in the neighborhood, he'd see if someone had a backpack and they came by, he'd open their backpack, take a stink bomb and put it inside. Good luck, fucking Chuck. Try coming back here without us smelling you from a mile away.
Damn, these kids were really playing mental games at such a young age.
And literally, you scavenge the ground for a cigarette, smoke the shit out of it.
Throw a stink bomb in somebody else's bag, just terrorizing children.
Literally,
Who were the parents?
Literally, I remember it was always the short kids too. It
I
was
could
always
see
these
that.
short kids would be throwing stink bombs in bags, or they would do something like they would have someone distract you and they would tie your shoes together.
Yeah.
And then you would fall on the ground and they pull your pants off.
That was a big thing, pantsing too.
That was another big thing, to
Yeah.
pull your pants off.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Which is why.
Just literally the idea of... I went through all of junior high knowing I wasn't safe. I went through entire junior high knowing at any moment everyone could see my small penis.
Because they might pants you.
Because they might...
They would
underwear
pants
and all.
you. Oh, they would do underwear also pants.
These guys had gorilla grips. They weren't going to take a risk to get detention.
Yeah.
They were going for it all.
Yeah.
They're like fuck that. You
I'm
know?
not getting detention with no dick.
Yeah, or we could rob a bank, let's rob the fucking museum.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
Let's rob the crown jewels.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Let's see them all, right? If they were going to pants me, they were pantsing all the way. You know how many penises were showing around my junior high?
Wow.
From alphas trying to pants people, throwing stink bombs in your backpacks? They would do this other thing. They would come up behind you, they'd flick your ears and slam their hands down on your ears so you couldn't hear.
Oh, wow.
Almost like a ninja coming in the room and doing a stun gun.
They had stink bombs, ear flicks.
They would stick the ear, or if you were walking, you would walk and you pick your foot up and they put their foot underneath your foot so then you couldn't walk anymore.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten that?
No. Sometimes. Yeah. What is that called? Giving you a flat tire?
The flat tire is when you catch the bottom of someone's shoe.
And you just push down.
That's more
This
accidental.
is almost a trick.
They're
like
walking,
doing a double up.
If these are the feet, right?
Yeah.
You pick your right foot up and you're going to put it down. They take their foot and keep your right foot up.
Oh, yeah.
So you just fall.
Yeah.
And just break an arm or some shit like that.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah.
I remember
I didn't hang out with a lot of kids like this. I was afraid of these kids, and I
didn't have a choice.
I had very wholesome. I know. I always say I'm very lucky that the kid I grew up across the street with, who's one of my best friends in my life, we had a very wholesome. We would just play made up games, or like go to the Rite Aid, or like we would walk around and like make little songs up about the neighborhood, and like I'm very lucky that we grew up across the street from each other.
I had, of course, wholesome friends that
I had a lot. That was like
But-
who I hung out with in the neighborhood. Then 2 blocks over, it was a different.
It was just insanity.
Yeah,
there was a kid in my junior high that would slide down the steps and spit in people's faces as he slid down the banister.
Yeah, that's wild. I had a kid. Kids would put the thumbtacks instead of spitballs.
And shoots, yeah.
that hurts. Like I was
Yeah.
also like I would just take the bully. Like, what are we doing? I wasn't fighting back. I would take it. I'm not a great. So after a while, I think I get boring.
There was a kid in my neighborhood that tried to convince me one summer.
Yeah.
He says, let's go around and let's fall down. Let's pretend to fall down by cars and steal their little, if they have, because people would have fancy things on their tires to seal it shut.
Yeah.
Let's steal those fancy things from their tires and put it on our bikes. So the kid had a whole scheme.
How old is he?
9, 8.
This is hilarious. Yeah,
He's
this
like,
is wild.
And I was like, I can't do it. And he's like, keep watch as I steal these things from cars. I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah.
I literally just sucked down a firecracker.
Yeah.
My lips are red and blue.
Yeah. That's wild.
And the kid had a whole scheme, and he goes, and you pretend I'm hurt.
Yeah.
My first acting gig was helping a kid steal little
Tire
stuff off
cap.
hubcaps. This is what I had to deal. And
That
this is
is
if
wild.
I wanted to go outside.
No, I was lucky to not have that experience.
And there was one guy that played it with us outside,
Yeah.
and he was a heroin addict and died.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's kids in my neighborhood that are no longer with us. Sad.
I meant this adult.
Oh, this is a adult. Okay.
A grown-ass adult.
A grown adult.
A grown adult played with us outside almost every day.
I think you talked about this before. Yeah.
And just, it's sad. He died as we were kids.
Yeah, that is sad.
That was the old man that used to play with it. He would always be goalie.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So I'm looking at these kids, and
Yeah. You're talking about how they're just making shit up, making fun.
I can't even imagine. Thank God I had a wholesome memory in 2014.
Yeah, thank God you did.
I
had a lot of wholesome summers as a kid.
It's
I guess.
truly a freaking miracle. I
Yeah.
had a wholesome memory in 2014. It's actually, I am an anomaly.
Okay, that's nice. From Staten Island.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What were your sisters doing? Playing inside?
Playing inside.
They wouldn't.
Or you
They
go in
wouldn't hang with that
the
crowd.
backyard.
Yeah. We would have people in like my friends would come to the backyard, or I would go to other backyards. But it was nice because we had 2 front yards across from each other. So we had almost a whole 2 backyards, 2 front yards, and an area to hang out, which was always nice.
But it was hard. My sisters, like, we would play in the backyard a little bit, but like it was like there's only so much.
You wanted some boy time.
Yeah, as a boy, you wanted boy time.
Yeah.
I told you. I remember me and my mom once when they built some new houses by my house. We went to every door ringing the bell to see if any boys my age were living there.
That is nice.
Because my mom's like, he needs some new friends.
Yeah. My sister was the opposite. There was 2 boys across the street. We were 2 boys and a girl, and my sister just hung out with us. And then she had 13 varsity letters. So that's what happens when the other side of she just played with the boys, and she's very athletic.
Yes. All of Robbie's sister's credit for being athletic is because she hung around boys.
No, but a lot of it, I would say,
let's get it out straight.
No.
Because you always bring up the 13 varsity, so let's get it straight. It's only because she hung out with boys.
I mean, part of it has to be. Or it's part of you being such a good performer, not that you hung out with women who performed a lot.
I did theater.
You did theater. Yeah, she did sports too.
I did. I never like sat around with a bunch of women being like, let's sing.
You're right. You're not practicing.
I'm not.
You're not practicing on a Wednesday in the summer doing choir practice.
Yeah, what are we talking about here?
You're right.
I went to a theater group where we did plays.
And my sister's also very naturally talented. And
no.
There is nurture and nature, obviously.
I'm gonna hit your sister up and I'll say, thank God you had brothers.
She's better than me at sports, but
she had to. Yeah, she's lucky. She grew up around boys.
I mean, she did grow up around boys for sure. Who's to say?
And I was thinking about all that. And I was thinking about like the summer stuff that I want to do, right? And there's something I said on the podcast about how I want to be going on first dates, as my mother said. This is
okay. Dating, not hooking up.
This is a summer of no hookups, first dates, as my mother said. Not no hookups.
Hopefully some second dates. I'm just going on first dates this summer. I'm not hooking up. I'm just going on first dates
only. Listen,
I just want one-on-one attention from a woman and not to follow up.
I actually like a woman. I go, hey, just so you know, only first dates, no fucking. So
maybe my mom said.
Maybe I'll. My mommy said.
Yeah.
My mommy said I could only do first dates, no fuck.
Yeah.
So maybe.
I'll see you in September.
Maybe after September 21st we hang out. I was thinking about like all those like activities, and I'm looking at for dates. I'm actively doing that.
Yes.
I'm proud of myself for saying that out loud.
Okay, that's good.
And some of the things I'm like, what should I do? It's always like drinks, right?
Correct.
It's always drinks, or it's dinner. One, dinner's too much. I can't be spending,
I
especially
agree. Dinner for a first date is a lot.
especially if it's a person from like the internets. Like I have no fucking idea what you're gonna be like.
Yes, I
I
agree.
can't be sitting down for dinner with you spending $150.
Yes.
Right? No, I'm not like trying to be cheap. I'm just being
No,
like
I'm trying
I don't
to be
want
cheap.
I don't want to spend that much time
No, I agree.
with you, maybe,
And money, yeah.
and money, and like
Money is a limited resource. Spoiler alert.
even more time is a limited resource.
Yes.
Yes,
They're both pretty limited.
Uh,
For both, they're intrinsic. They are together.
Oh God, it would be a dream if I went on a date with a girl, first date, and we went out to dinner, and she left before the dinner came. It would be the only time I could sit at a restaurant, eat 2 entrees alone. No judgment. Oh God,
That you paid for.
someone do that. Someone go out with me.
No, you would not. It's not. This is not what you would want.
Oh God.
It would not be. It would not be.
You think
your dream that you're thinking of?
you think I would probably get them both to go and eat them in the car?
No, I just don't think emotionally you would be in a spot that you're happy about. I don't think you would have the same attitude if they left the date in between ordering and getting the entree. I don't think you would be like, now I'm happy.
What if they stunk?
I'm excited. What? If they stunk, maybe.
What if I was like, leave, you
Okay.
monster?
Okay,
Leave!
maybe
Get
that.
outta here!"
Maybe that scenario.
So of course I look up online because I'm like, I need other ideas besides dinner and drinks, right?
Yeah.
So I went to the source for activities in New York City.
Okay.
You know what it is, Robbie?
There's a few. TimeOut.
TimeOut New York.
TimeOut New York seems to.
I went to
Be a
TimeOut New
source.
York and I looked up things to do on dates besides dinner and drinks.
Okay.
And Robbie, I sent you that list. I was hoping that you and I could talk about these.
Yeah,
lists.
let's do it.
Because I want you to know these are horrible options.
I know.
All right, so go ahead. Why don't you tell me one of these options? Something interesting happened to me this weekend, Robbie.
What happened?
I'm a lucky boy and I got to make out with a beautiful woman.
Okay.
I'm a lucky man and I got to make out with a beautiful woman.
Okay. That something interesting happened to you.
Something very interesting. She unbuttons her shirt.
Okay.
She takes it off. Wowie Maui, you know?
Wowie Maui. Is that what you
I'm
said?
in heaven. I go, wow.
Wowie mommy.
Wowie, mommy, milk us.
Okay.
I can't believe it. I'm in heaven, right?
Yes, for sure.
I'm in heaven. I like to take my shirt off. I have always the tank top on underneath.
For sure.
I go to take my my shirt off to be in my tank top to meet her where she's at with her bra. She grabs my shirt. She pushes my hand down. She says, "Keep it on." I go, instantly I'm insecure because I'm like, she doesn't want me to take my shirt off. She goes, "No, keep it on." She goes, "You look so good in that fucking shirt." You look so good in that shirt. I go, "Oh, what, this one bone shirt?" One bone, please never make pants. I don't mind keeping my shirt off for the girl. One bone, please never make pants, okay? You can't be having me looking so good that they want me to keep the whole damn outfit on all the time, okay?
Okay.
If you want to keep your shirt on while you're making out with girls, please use promo code LOUD, L-O-U-D, for 15% off your entire first purchase. Use promo code LOUD. She stayed over.
Okay.
She wore the one bone shirt home.
She took it. She took the shirt.
Shit looked like a dress from the 2000s that would be just one of those jersey dresses.
I mean, they're really nice shirts.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
They got polos. I can't wait. I'm copping a polo.
I mean, they make you look good. They make you look jacked. They make the way that they design the shirts. They are really nice shirts.
Finally, for a body type like mine.
Yes.
Finally. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm so happy they such good quality shirts. I am so through the moon about that we have this sponsorship. They got new polos. It's a great gift for Father's Day if you want to go for Father's Day.
Yes, definitely.
So go check out.
And they make all sizes, and it's high quality.
Extremely.
Yeah.
Extremely high quality. So go check out onebone.com. Use promo code LOUD loud.
All right. Fun date ideas in NYC. Do spy stuff at Spyscape.
Okay. Here's the thing.
What?
Here's the thing. So Spyscape is probably like an escape the room kind of.
Yeah,
like,
I've never heard of it.
situation,
I've
right?
never heard of it.
And I'll say this. In escape rooms, you only get the worst of people because it's a fake pressure situation where you see how people react under pressure.
Yes.
And sometimes you see who's going to be a bossy asshole and who's just going to collapse under pressure.
Yeah.
It's truly one of the worst date options.
Yeah.
You're not working together.
Yeah.
There's never a scenario where you're doing a 50-50 balance, high-fiving. People leave with things to say about people from escape rooms.
Yeah.
No one's leaving an escape room being like, wow, I can't believe how good of collaborators we are.
Yeah. Wow. It's almost like, let's do a pop quiz group project.
Yes.
Like, that's like, maybe we don't do that.
And people's egos get involved.
Yes.
People have egos about this shit, right?
Yeah.
And people are like, I need to prove I'm smart. I need to prove I'm quick. I need to get answers right. It's a lot of people go into escape rooms not being like, we need to escape. It's like, I need to be the best one in this escape room.
I never done one, but I could see how you at least want to provide one advice that works.
Because you leave and then everyone, I've done a bunch, everyone leaves and they list the things that they got right.
Really?
Everyone, it's like a resume. You leave well, I knew to pull the skeleton's pinky finger because it said, he's a sophisticated man.
Yeah.
Like everyone and I was the one who did the puzzle of the map on the wall. Everyone's fighting for how smart they were in the room. They watch game tape.
Yeah, that's wild.
And if you go on a first date, the best case scenario is you go to Skyscape and you both don't take it seriously.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Lose.
So, yeah, that's the other thing. I would not take it seriously, which also isn't a fun attitude to have because it's like, why do it? Which is also why I've never done one because I wouldn't take it seriously. And I'm like, it's a waste of my money. It is funny, though. I wonder to just start a business where you make people feel like they're smart, which is kind of what an escape room is. Yeah. Like, it's easy enough that you give people a little ego boost where it's like challenging enough, but pretty damn easy at the end of the day.
Yeah, that is a good idea. That is good. You got to make
just giving people a little ego boost because they weren't always the best in school, but it's like, hey, we're out of school and you've grown, and now look, you can do stuff.
And also, there's a lot of like nerdy people that end up having money.
Yes, that's true.
We need to cater towards them too.
Yeah, for sure.
But nerdy people that end up having money end up liking like making their own cocktails at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they create their own little challenges.
They create their own challenge.
They're too smart to be like, I don't need the validation of this escape room creator.
No way. All right, what's next?
Sculpt blindfolded at unorthodox.
Excuse me?
Sculpt blindfolded at unorthodox.
Excuse me? What that?
These are places I've never heard of. I don't know.
They want us. It's not taking a clay class, not taking like making a bowl. It's like we're going to sculpt without seeing.
Yeah, you'll be blindfolded at the start of this out-of-the-box sculpt and sip class. Oh, sculpt and sip. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to take my blindfolds off. I'm going to have red wine all over my shirts.
Yeah, I would say a blindfolded first date is, you don't want to be doing that.
What was this?
Early date where I'm like, hey, you got to put on a blindfold, actually. Anyway, I know we're strangers, but I want you blindfolded.
Hey, thanks for meeting me again.
Yeah.
I was hoping not to look at you this whole night.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's necessarily.
Don't worry, I'm going to get handsy with something else.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
Absolutely nightmarish. What a bad idea.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, so we're 0 for 2.
All right, this isn't bad. Play and dance at Brooklyn Bowl.
At Brooklyn Bowl.
Yeah.
Go bowling.
That's what it would be. Go bowling. You could go somewhere no frills.
I want to send a shout out to whoever's running TimeOut New York. You are doing a great job.
I know.
You presented the idea of going bowling to me.
know.
Wow. Oh, God. Who are you, my grandmother?
I know.
Like anyone could be in charge of this article.
I know.
Whoever wrote this article I hope they just know.
I know.
I hope they know.
It's funny. Well, I just had somebody move into my apartment, and they're only here for 2 months. They've never lived in New York City, and they need recommendations or want recommendations, whatever, or like, oh yeah, I want to see New York for the summer. And it's like, oh yeah, a lot of things that I would recommend would be like, go out to eat places.
Yeah.
Go walk around outdoor carnivals, go like, or festivals or whatever, go maybe go mini golfing, maybe go like doing like small activities that you could do, go to see these parks, go maybe see a museum.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not giving incredible, like crazy out of the box things to do. It's just more that there's so many things to do. I guess what makes New York great. Because I'm like thinking about my recommendation. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess you could technically do these things anywhere.
It's just about the quality of them.
Yeah, the quality and the convenience, I guess.
And sometimes other things are better quality. Like a bowling alley outside of New York is better than a bowling alley in New York City.
Yes, exactly.
Like here's the thing. Like it's just
We could be real about that.
We could be real about that.
Yeah,
like
and a mini golf.
And a mini golf.
Yes.
And like batting cages.
Yeah,
and go-karts. And an arcade.
Go-karts, yeah.
All this stuff is going to be better outside of New York City.
Yes.
So I hope this list isn't just filled with things that are better than outside New York.
It kind of is.
All right, continue.
It is, which is weird because it is weird.
I'm just going to drive to Jersey.
I know. Well,
All right.
Jersey's good for wholesome and good for dates. Take a couples cooking class.
So I'm going to say, hey, babes, I'm excited. Date number 2. Let's do it. I'm going to see if you could fucking cook.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
I know.
Or be like, let's not go out to dinner. How about we cook dinner for each other?
Yeah. Again, it's a class and it's a test.
It's a test.
This is a pop quiz.
But I can't.
Yeah.
I can't because there's like ego attached to who like does a good job.
Yeah.
It's like a high stress situation. Dates should be adding lower stress.
Yeah.
It should be. Why drinks is good because it lowers the stress level of a
I know.
date. That's the best part about getting a drink is it calms you down a little bit, relaxes you. Having to make cacio e pepe
Yeah.
in front of someone for the first time does not lower the stakes.
No, not at all.
No.
When you got to eat it, and then that's your dinner.
Oh,
So if
God.
it's bad,
Imagine they catch
that's your dinner. It's like, oh, I fucked it up. Now you don't get a good dinner.
You catch a look at their hands. They got a little dirt under their fingernails. Oh, God. What are we talking here?
Well, yeah,
They sneeze a little bit. All of a sudden, you get feelings.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it's a turn off immediately if they're
Yeah.
sneezing over your dinner.
This is only problems.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like, listen, she made this lobster ravioli. She's the one. It's not going to be the case.
No.
The food's not going to be good.
No. You need places to just hang out and not have to drink. Scale the side of Edge's 1,200 foot tall skyscraper. Oh, the Edge. Have you been to the Edge?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
So their idea for a date is for me to hang off the side of a fucking building?
Yeah, and have you been to? It's like it's a see-through floor.
What I need is
It's
to go on a date
It's not that fun.
and for someone to see I'm a coward.
Yeah.
This is me taking
yeah.
someone. This TimeOut New York is saying, let's test him to see if he's an actual coward or not.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, I'm gonna fail if I take someone to the Edge and I have to hang off a belt. We're done. I don't care if you are my queen. I don't care if you're the coolest girl in the world. I'm not gonna hang off the side of a building for you.
Yeah. Also, when you see these really nice views, and it's almost when you go to a place where you're not at the level of romantic for the place itself, it feels weird. Like if you're at a first date and it's a beautiful sunset and you're just kind of it's like, oh, if it puts a lot of pressure on it. I feel like to have this big grand view of like this is us and the view of the city. It's like, oh, nice.
You're putting that on you.
Maybe I am.
You're putting that on you.
Maybe I am. Where I'm not ready. I'm like, this is nice.
I want a nice view.
You do want that. You want on a first date.
If we walked and the sun was setting, it was beautiful.
And yeah. I guess that's
look at
nice.
this. What are you talking about?
I guess you're right. But on a first date, sometimes I feel like, this might be too much for us. This is like midsummer.
What are you talking?
This is climax of the summer level of romantic.
No, Robbie, get the hell out of here.
Okay.
I don't agree with you at all.
Okay. So one night you could.
You're
right.
Yeah, what are we talking? You can't see a sunset?
I can. But sometimes I'm like, it's.
You'll allow her to shove your cock down her throat, but you can't look at a sunset?
Mm-hmm. I have not shoved anything anywhere in quite a minute.
You'll
right.
allow yourself to,
okay, you're right.
eat her asshole,
you're
but
right.
God forbid you catch a little romantic music walking down
but
the
like,
streets.
to go to.
It's absurd.
But this is also not like. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You gotta, how magical, even if you don't date, be like, oh, that was in my head, I'd be like, that was a fun date. I liked that.
You're right. You're right.
Let's do that again.
If you like the person.
Yes.
That's true. But to go meet at the Edge is a high stakes to me. Where we meet, like we have to build. Even then, it would have to build to the
These
sunset.
Are second dates ideas.
Yeah,
These are
second
or
or
third.
yeah. We can't be meeting at Like, let's meet at the sunset. I don't know. It seems like you're a little forcing it.
It's so funny. A sunset pops up. Robbie goes, "Oh no! Cover your eyes! Hurry up! Turn around! Turn around! Don't look over there! Oh no! A violin player! Oh God! God!
I can't believe all this is
yelling
happening.
in their ears.
Yeah.
Oh God! Someone's selling roses. Yeah! You just punch her in the face. I hate you, you stupid fuck.
No, I'm not doing
Yeah.
that.
You just spit on the ground. Step on that.
Yeah. I
You
start
try to make
singing,
it
"You
as
ain't gonna
horrible-
tie me down." Yeah.
Wait, what'd you just sing?
I said I start singing, "You ain't gonna tie me down."
What's that?
You never heard that song?
Not your version.
You ain't gonna tie me down. Dun. It's just like a song about not getting tied down.
Nice. All right, read another one.
Sail. This is not fits right into what I'm talking about. Sail around New York City on a dinner cruise.
This is another thing. If I'm gonna go get dinner with the person, I'm gonna go get good food. I'm not gonna go on a cruise ship
One of
to
these
get worse
cruises.
food.
Yeah.
Have you been on one of those?
I have. I didn't pay for it. It was like through my company back in the day.
Thank God.
It was
you
like a
didn't pay for it.
welcome dinner. Welcome to all the interns.
I feel
9 years ago.
I feel so stupid because I've paid for these. Oh God,
You have?
I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
You because you made it clear you didn't pay.
Nah.
Because it would clearly be so mortifying if you did.
It would be wild. Yeah, for sure.
Oh God, I'm a
I would never
moron.
do that.
Oh God, I can't believe I paid for this.
No,
It's
I
so bad.
honestly think there is a value to them.
Oh God.
Some of them
no,
have.
but you didn't pay.
Some of them are $20.
You didn't pay.
And I see them because I go down to the water all the time, and they come around and they play nice music. So like a dancey one, I think would be fun.
No, you can't dance though.
Why?
Because the
you
boat's
fall?
rocking.
Yeah, that's
The boat's rocking.
I always
so
think about how many
aggressively.
people are falling on these dance party boat trips
Constantly.
because it's got to be tough to stand.
Yep.
I've been on them where you have to hold
Yep.
on the side to have a dance floor.
Yep.
It's got to be pretty funny.
It's literally a nightmare.
Yeah, maybe I should go just to check it
And
out.
the people sit downstairs and there's like a buffet.
Yeah.
And so either people just sit in booths downstairs in an enclosed area
Yeah.
and just stare out the window where you get no view because it's 2 floors, eating a buffet, or people upstairs getting hammered, smoking weed, falling down. There's no middle ground.
I mean, it's got to be kind of funny.
It's like a family New Year's Eve party where the kids all turn 20s. Like the people on the couch just eating shrimp scampi, and then the people upstairs just fucking ripping rails.
Damn, that is. I didn't realize that they do fancy dinner also.
It's not fancy. It's
yeah,
a buffet.
but shrimp scampi, I guess, is trying to be fancy.
Yeah, they do it like a chicken masala or something. You know what I mean? Like mass produced.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I would. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't go on one. I've thought because I hear them play good music, and I'm like, oh, it would be fun to get the view and like the music. By the end, maybe you make out.
There you go.
But I don't know. So no on the boat cruise. I don't even know what this is. Try your hand at pétanque. I have no
It's like a
idea what this
bocce ball
is.
game.
Oh, bocce style French. Okay,
Yeah, that's not bad.
that's not bad.
I think
pretty low stakes.
I think a game that's actually the best option so far. I think actually like a game option like that, like playing something low stakes that like
pétanque is pétanque.
nice is like actually great because you could especially if you're both learning.
Yes,
because
yes.
you could giggle.
Yes,
It's
it's not expected that you have to take it too seriously,
no.
and the pressure isn't, and that's not like escape room level pressure.
I always liked like playing pool or billiards.
Okay.
During a date because I wasn't.
that's
good.
fun. I'm
I
bad
wasn't-
too.
Yeah, I think that if you're good, you can't do that.
No,
but like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
bad, and I went on a date once, and a girl like knocked the ball off the table.
Yeah.
And then she started getting really frustrated, and it was like a clear sign that we can't go out again.
Yeah, that is tough.
Yeah, it was tough.
That doesn't. That wouldn't really mesh incredibly well with me.
I need something that I see why I like this game is because probably neither of us know it, and it's just like us being silly.
Yeah, that would be fun. This is
Yeah.
actually not a terrible option.
There we go. Timeout. You did one for none, huh?
Yeah. The next one is take a swing at Swingers Nomad, which is mini golf.
Mini golf. We don't need
Yeah. Rock climbing.
rock climbing.
This picture.
Rock climbing.
This man is upside down. There's a picture of this guy rock climbing. He's on the ceiling,
Have the best.
hanging from the ceiling.
It's literally like saying like,
What?
have an incredible skill and bring them to it.
Yeah, exactly. Rock climbing is hard as hell.
Rock climbing is so hard.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Oh my god.
No offense. People love it now, but I'm not a fan of rock climbing.
bring them to a excavator where you dig dirt and show off how good you are
I
at
know.
that. Right?
Yeah, that is wild.
It's truly imagine someone being like, let's go rock climbing on a date. I'd be like, how good are you?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah, if you want to learn, I don't know. It's just not a skill. Also, I really want to learn.
Rock. What are we doing rock climbing for?
I guess it's like a way people work out. I don't know.
Yeah.
To do a workout date.
This is a sad truth. I'm never doing a workout date.
Yeah.
This is a sad truth. I'm never doing a
Not
workout date.
early on.
No, I've worked out with someone I've dated before.
Yeah.
But not like.
No, I don't think a workout date. You have to get to a pretty level of like
comfort.
Work together. Yeah.
Yeah.
To be at the gym together. Even then, I see couples at the gym that have been together a long time, and it's like it's clearly not that fun for either of them.
No, but it's motivation.
This says play ping pong and dance to live jazz music. I like this spot.
Me too.
It's in the West Village.
Oh, that's nice. That is.
They
a good
play
idea.
live jazz music, and then there's a bunch of games.
What's the name of it?
I forget, and it
I've
doesn't
been
have
there
the
a couple
fucking
of
name here.
Oh yeah, that
But
place is great.
It's called Cellar Dog now, I guess, but it used to have a different name.
Yeah, I remember. I've been there a couple times. It was awesome.
Fun. Yeah, I've met people there. I've met somebody at the table, and then we're starting making out at this place, listening to the jazz music.
There we go.
It's a great transition from the shuffleboard to there's big comfy couches to listen to jazz music.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it's a good spot, actually.
Wow.
That is a cute little date.
There we go. That's a good one.
Yeah, but that is drinks. In some way, but you don't have to the drinks don't have to be the main focus, and you could play meaningless games. Jump inside a bounce house at the Museum of Sex. I've never been to the Museum of Sex, but I think I've only heard it was underwhelming.
Hey, baby. Second date. I was hoping to see those titties swag.
Well,
I was hoping to get you in a bouncy house.
It's like, I don't really know how to bring up horny stuff, so let's go to the Museum of Sex, and that'll just put it out there for us, and then it'll give me no option but to talk about horny stuff.
You're just walking around the Museum of Sex with your second date, be like, anal. What do you think?
You can bring this stuff up anywhere in New York City. You don't need to go to the
crazy anal. Huh? Crazy. Don't you think anal's crazy? Do you?
Yeah. That's what it is.
Wow, look at this. The blowjob's been around since cavemen. Do you think that's good?
That's good. I think this is exactly what people use it as.
Yeah, boobs come in all sizes.
Nice.
Which do I prefer?
Aren't you going to ask me which ones are my favorite? Yeah, that's wild.
Just using it
or bringing up different sex positions or trying to get more explorative. I don't know. Yeah, I guess people do that.
Cowgirl. Never tried it.
Yeah.
Yeah, babes. I was thinking the second date we could go to the Museum of Sex.
Yeah.
I was hoping you and I could go to the Museum of Sex or whatever. I was thinking either MoMA, they have this cool exhibits, or Museum of Sex.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm being stupid.
If you see like a couple that's been together for like a year and a half, 2 years, not from the city, maybe like a outer borough or Jersey couple or whatever, and they are going on the Museum of Sex, are you like, oh, they're trying to save this relationship? No. Last ditch effort?
Nah.
You think they're just like, all right, it might be cute.
It might be cute.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. The percent of people that fuck after the Museum of Sex is very low.
I would imagine.
I think that the Museum of Sex really probably doesn't make you want to fuck.
I could imagine. I've never been. Have you been?
No, I never been.
Yeah, I have no interest.
I think my sister went for a bachelorette party.
I'm sure that it's a popular bachelorette.
I think it's
they have the big, it's like a blow house.
Not a blow house.
Blow up house.
The bouncy
of a boob.
titties.
Right. Yeah.
That's what they say.
That's like a big, I think.
And I think that's
a good
aggressive
pick for the bachelorette parties.
To take a girl on a date where there's a bouncy house
of titties.
Be like, hey babes, I'm not gonna bounce. My ankle's a little sore, but how about you jump in those titties and bounce for me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit on the side. I'm gonna watch. Why don't you jump in those titties and bounce for me?
Bounce on some titties.
Why don't you bounce those titties on those titties?
Yeah.
Like this is
if somebody asked you to go, would you say yes, or would you be like, we could talk about sex anywhere?
No, I'd go.
You would just go.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I guess you just go at that point.
I just go. They want to go.
Yeah. You see it, and you try to have a good attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart. That's nice.
Yeah, why wouldn't I go?
They say there's free kayaking on the Hudson River, and in the East River. If we're being, I don't know, there is also free kayaking in the East River by where I live.
There's also bleach you could buy and drink.
I know. This is quite the move.
Like, you could also eat garbage.
Yeah.
Like, are we just pitching anything?
I know. Hitch had really romanticized the rivers that surround New York City in a way that is not existent.
Oh.
That is not a date. You do never want to be in a date on those bodies of water.
Well, if you caught, they're wearing full body suits.
They are wearing full body suits, 100%.
And you know you get in that kayak, and some of that Hudson or East River comes in the kayak.
Yes.
You're leaving kayak with a wet tush.
Oh, you need a full bodysuit if you're entering the water on anything but a yacht or a ferry.
Yes.
In New York City.
The water's gross.
Yeah, it is gross. Unfortunately, it's gross.
So I don't know who's like, I want to get up in that.
Yeah.
But maybe a woman that's willing to get up in the Hudson's willing to get up in that.
Oh, I mean, yeah. You have an adventurous woman. Adventurous date if they're trying to go kayaking in the Hudson.
Yeah.
Not really something that I think is cute. You're not really talking a lot. Talk about solving a problem. You're just in the East River.
Just far away.
Yeah. Boats are coming
Paddling,
by.
yes.
It's very strenuous. You do it for maybe like 5 paddles and you're like, why the fuck did I do this?
Why am I doing this?
Yeah. And then you got to leave. Yeah. It's not. I wouldn't be doing that.
Neither would I. Ah, look. We can see Jersey a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm so happy we did this.
Yeah.
Jersey's slightly near.
It's more of a workout date.
Yes.
In a grosser area.
Oh.
Also,
There's some shuffleboard and like little small other activities on there.
Yeah,
right?
on this list. There's like ice skating.
We don't need to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Shuffleboard, ping pong.
Anything else
they're
weird?
all little games that you could do outside of this. It's like nothing that is specific to New York, which is interesting.
Yeah, because cute stuff isn't New York. New York is horny.
Yeah, I guess New York is horny.
Yeah.
Is very horny. Ride the Cyclone at Coney Island. I've never done,
Interesting.
but I would like to.
It's kind of like sex with me.
What? The Cyclone?
Yeah. It's a long,
Iconic.
a long journey there, and you go. It wasn't worth the hype. Make your
But
neck
it's
hurt
iconic.
after you're done.
Yeah, there's a minor league baseball team named after it. Definitely bumpy. Definitely dangerous.
I've been on it like twice. I'm
Yeah,
done.
you don't need to ever go.
Nah, I'd rather go on the Wonder Wheel
Yeah, that makes more
because
sense.
at least we sit and talk.
Yeah. No, the Cyclone is dangerous.
Yeah, the Cyclone
As existed, my grandma went on the Cyclone when she was a kid.
I know.
She's 86.
Yeah, we don't need to do that.
Yeah, no.
No,
But I guess Coney
if
Island.
someone said, if your grandma was like, "Hey, I took that airplane,"
yes.
I'd be like, "I'm good on that
Yeah,
airplane. I'm
exactly.
good."
Any other vehicle.
Because you could fall from the height of the cyclone and die.
Yes,
If
for
you fall
sure.
from the top. Yeah, I'm good on that. You
Yeah,
know?
for
No, they
100%.
check it once a year. I'm good, Grandma. I'm not going to take it.
And the cell then was like, yeah, it was very rickety and rackety.
I
And
know.
like, that's always the cell, is that it might fall apart. That's been part of what makes the Cyclone so desirable.
Yeah, I'm not interested in death.
No.
Not yet.
But, I mean, Jersey does have more of this wholesome kind of shit. There's like so many more boardwalks. But
I think suburbia has more, we'll say.
Suburbia, yeah. Suburbia. Jersey's my suburbia, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just speaking for the people out
Yeah,
there.
for sure. Everywhere else. Exactly.
I think suburbia has a lot of wholesome stuff,
More so.
which is nice, actually,
Yeah.
for this. Like, you want to...
It caters
This
to
is
wholesome.
why-
It caters to families more. It caters more to
Yes,
wholesome stuff.
This is why people, like, love to meet in New York and then move away.
Yeah.
It's cheaper. There's more wholesome things. You're done with this horny lifestyle.
Yeah. I mean, there's the best restaurants here. I mean, there's also so many options, and you don't have to necessarily drive or like.
No.
There's a lot of neighborhoods. You could
Drinks-
do 30 things in your neighborhood. That's cool.
Well, drinks and dinner is not going to get better anywhere. than New
Besides,
York.
yes, correct.
So it sounds like I'm probably only going to do drinks and dinner.
You think so?
I think after researching stuff to do on dates besides drinks and dinner, I learned I'm going to be doing drinks and
Well,
dinner.
can you do like let's meet by the water, walk around? Can we meet at a nice area?
I think that's
You
like
look cheap then.
a couple.
You could do that.
Yeah, you can't do that first.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of have to do some kind of food situation.
Drinks or dinner.
Yeah. I guess if anybody has incredible first date ideas.
Yeah,
Call
let
in.
me know. Yeah, but I'm out here. I'm doing the research. I'm trying to be wholesome. Clearly, as we revisited my past playing outside with children, I forgot how fucking brutal it was.
It was brutal. I
forgot.
didn't have that as much. I knew that it existed, but I wasn't signing up to go on the kids that are ding dong ditching. I was never on that.
Ditching, I wish.
I was never in that
My friends
circle.
the older kid would drive us around. This older kid would drive us around, and I never did it, but I was in the car. They would go shit on lawns, and the worst part about a group of guys in a car shitting on lawns isn't that they shit on lawns. It's that they shit on a lawn and then go back in the car with an unwiped ass.
Oh, wow.
So there's just 4 dudes with unwiped ass sitting in a Mitsubishi Galant.
And you.
Blasting Eminem.
This is so Staten Island.
You gotta goose yourself to the music the moment you want it. Oh, my asshole's itchy.
Oh, no.
Just blasting Lose It.
Lose yourself? They were not even the deep cuts? They were basic?
If you even know the name of my band.
How come? We don't even talk. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm out here. I'm looking at TimeOut New York for Wholesomeness. But until then, I'm doing those things, fighting my opposite instincts to feel that strength.
Okay.
To going outside in the morning, trying to get that sun in my eyes.
Yeah.
I'm not getting enough vitamin D. I'm drinking some coffee. I'm allowing myself some water, some diet sodas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy the summer.
Yeah, I mean that's
Diet soda. Have a diet soda.
yeah. I had one yesterday. It was tremendous. Yeah, those are the things. So I'm really excited about that. So if you know any fun first dates, please let us know. Also, if you're watching this, please subscribe to the YouTube, subscribe to Spotify. Keep sharing those clips when we post them. Tell a friend about the podcast. We're really trying to. Per usual, we're always just trying to fucking pump
we
it
want to pump out more, grow more, obviously.
That's it. Beautiful. All right, Robbie, hit the music.